Welcome to the L Plate podcast, where we sit at Jesus' feet until he is formed in us. I'm your brother and fellow disciple Adonis Mapango. There's a man in the Bible who followed Jesus every day for 3 years. He walked with him, listened to him, watched him do miracles, and even went out with the others to preach and cast out demons. But in the end, he didn't stay with Jesus. His name was Judas Iscariot. Judas was one of the 12. That means Jesus personally chose him, just as he did Peter, James, and John. Jesus sent him out. Jesus trusted him with responsibility. Judas was the one who kept the money for the group. He was in every meeting. He heard every parable. And afterwards, he was right there with the other disciples as Jesus revealed the secrets and mysteries of the kingdom to them. He was close enough to lean in and hear Jesus whisper. But Judas never allowed Jesus to possess his heart. Judas never truly wore the L plate. He was near Jesus, but not submitted to him. What went wrong? Judas had his own vision. Like many of us, he believed in the power of Jesus, but wanted that power to serve his own desires. There are some biblical scholars who suggest that Judas expected Jesus to overthrow the Roman government, and when it became clear that Jesus came to die instead of fight, Judas turned on him. Whether that's exactly what Judas believed or not, we know this. Judas wanted something entirely different than what Jesus was offering. That is dangerous. It's possible to follow Jesus in close proximity, but not in purpose. What does that mean for you and I? When I look at Judas, I see something uncomfortable. Honestly, I see myself. I've often come to Jesus, as I said yesterday, hoping he would serve my comfort, that he would bless my dreams and my goals, my family and my desires. I've prayed and worshiped and read the word, not always to know him more, but sometimes to get more from him. You know, when you think like, if I get to pray a certain way or know certain things, I'll be able to get more from God. I wasn't following Jesus. I was trying to make him follow me. And when Judas didn't give Judas what he expected, when Jesus didn't give Judas what he expected, Judas turned to the world, and this was really what was in Judas' heart. Judas turned to the world and betrayed him for silver. I may not have sold Jesus for money, but how many times have I traded his presence for my own preferences? The greatest tragedy about it wasn't that Judas sinned. Peter sinned too. Peter denied Jesus, but Peter ran back. Judas didn't. Judas's heart was never truly surrendered. Jesus was close to him, but was never Lord over his life. Judas never allowed Jesus to be formed in him. That's why he could walk away. This is not just a story about a man who failed. It's a story meant to cause us to look at ourselves, cause us to pause and really look at ourselves. Are we disciples or just followers in name only? Discipleship isn't just about being near Jesus. It's about letting Jesus take over. It's about denying ourselves, carrying our cross, and following him. That's what he commands. Not for what he can give us, but for who he is. Jesus called Judas, just like he's called you and I. But Judas never really said yes. May that not be my story. May that not be your story. Until next time, keep your eyes on Jesus, front and back. Remain at his feet because disciples never graduate.